By the end of this video, I am going to be sharing with you how you can make 10,000 Rand, just above 10,000 Rand, every month in your bank account with investing in real estate. My name is TJ. It's great hanging out with you. Welcome to the TJ tribe. And I'm out and about, my good friends, and that's why I'm out here. And the reason why you are wanting to make 10,000 Rand in real estate is that there is menial work. A lot of people throw in the word passive income, and I don't believe that there's anything that is passive. Tell me what is passive and you're making great money. I might jump into it, but I don't believe that there's anything that is passive. Real estate is passive compared to working a job in your 9 to 5, because basically what you need to do in real estate, which I've been doing for a long time, is that the effort is within the buying of the property. There's lots of documentation that you need to fill. If you are playing with the bank or getting the bank to invest in the deal alongside you, so meaning that you're asking the bank to lend some money to you, lots of paperwork that you need to send to the bank. And then over and above that, obviously you need to have some cash, hard cash, that you need to have had so that you can do closing fees, and you can do renovations, and you can do if it's a student raise, then you can do furniture, and just make it conducive. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can actually make this 10 grand that I'm talking about. This opportunity that we are sharing today, it's a great opportunity, I think, for a lot of people. I think will be able to get into it. The price mark is not even more, it's not $1 million Rand. So maybe I should have started the conversation to say, how best can you get 10,000 Rand from $1 million Rand property, right? How can you get 10,000 Rand from $1 million Rand property? So that's it. And some of you might have even $1 million Rand sitting in your bank account right now, and you're trying to figure out, what can I do? The return on investment, my good friends, is sitting at a whooping 20%. On this particular deal. As you can see, I am not at my usual spot. I am out and about, and I have traveled to some of the regions, some other places where I own some real estate. As you know, that I was out of the business for a long time, with my mom being sick, and then later on she went to see the Lord. So I was out of the business for a long time. So I've come back, and instead of being at home, which I love to be, it's winter. Folks from Lesotho, what's been happening in Lesotho? The snow has been hitting, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing the Drakensberg also. The snow is going to be hitting. So I've seen some pictures of snow already hitting, like yesterday. I'm like, Jenna was telling me that she had the fire going on the whole day. I'm like, why do I have to travel? But anyway, a man gotta do what he gotta do. Staying at home won't feed the babies, right? You don't feed your kids. So we need, as men, and when I speak men here, I'm talking about the creation of God. You, men and women, we need to be out there and be making some moolah. And if it takes you to be out of your house, of the comfort of your house, like it is done for me right now, where I have left my beautiful wife in the comfort of my bed, in the comfort of our house, to be in a particular region so that I can catch up to see what is happening. You gotta do that. You won't be doing that for the longest time if you're building. So that's it, my friends. But let's come back to the deal. But I also want to stress out, some of you, you're not travelers by nature, or should I say the idea of traveling is so foreign to you that you don't travel. You've never seen the need of travel, and I do that almost every month. I go somewhere. There is places where I now go to very regularly, like for instance Cape Town. I travel to Cape Town almost every 30 days. In the next 30 days, because I've got a business in Cape Town. And then I travel to Potchefstroom. I've got a business in Potchefstroom. I travel to Port Elizabeth. All of these areas I travel to. Recently I was in Harare, and all of these places, when I am traveling, my friends, the idea is that I am spotting what is working. I am spotting what is working, and where I can copy and paste, I can take it from there to the next town and make it work and make some money out of it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And that's what the tribe is all about. We give you tools, templates, everything else that is working for me and for us, and you can run with it in your area, in your business. So welcome aboard, and I've got a deal today that I want to showcase with you. So you might be wondering, this guy, what is he talking about? Like, does this really work? Yes, my friends. Back in the days when I used to work for the bank, so I worked for some few international banks, Barclays being one of them, Absa in South Africa being another one. And my friends, the thing about when I was working, I actually used to stay in South Africa, but I would work in the African countries. So I never used to work with this particular job that I'm talking about. I was staying in South Africa, my family was staying in South Africa, but my work was outside South Africa. So I used to look after around about 11, 12 markets, countries like Zambia, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, Seychelles, Mauritius, all of those countries. I used to visit all of those countries. But here's the thing, we used to take some products, right? So something that is working in one market, would be able to take that and we'll plug it on to the next market. Something very simple. Let's talk about internet banking for small businesses. Let's talk about mobile money. Let's talk about, these are things that I did when I was at the bank. I took them from one country to the next country, and bingo, the bank started making money. Now, here's the thing, why I am saying that you need to travel. But we are going to get to the deal. Hang on, I'm just giving you some, remember this channel is about us being educated, right? So I want you to be educated, and there's no better time in giving you some education whilst we are looking forward to a great deal. So hang 10. I know you'll be like, TJ, so where's the deal? All right, don't worry, we're getting to the deal. By the end of this video, you're going to be amazed. But let me conclude on the traveling component. You see what's working, you take it, you throw in a little bit of seasoning, and you plug it into a different area. Bingo, it's making sense, it's making money. And you can always go back to the older area or to the area where you learned it from and say, hey, why are you not doing it like that? And if you see where there's loopholes, you can improve before you launch it on the other side. And I'm not talking here about real estate alone, but I'm talking about a wider array of things. I saw that when I was in Harare recently, Uber is not a big thing, and I can't actually, in Johannesburg, I can't live without Uber because I don't like driving, so I can't actually live without Uber. From one meeting to the next, I'm in an Uber. In between, I'm doing my work and things like that. So and I'm like, so how do you guys work around here? And I realized in Harare, maybe actually having some chauffeur, a chauffeur could be the next close things for you to be able to drive around. But yeah, today's deal, my good friends, it's less than R1 million. It has been closed at 950,000. So if you've got 950,000, you qualify for 950,000. This deal is available. You get what I mean? This deal is available. If you have 950,000 or you qualify for 950,000 with the bank, this deal, my friends, it's available for you. It is in the Northwest University. In this particular place, you'll see that I'm looking down here. I am looking at the deal itself in terms of the numbers and what I'm going to be sharing with you. 20% return at a minimum is what you're going to be getting. Boom! 20%. This particular property at the moment, my good friends, it's actually a very old house. It's a very old house in a small town that is serving the Northwest, one of the 3 campuses of the Northwest University. And at the moment, this property here, it's got 4 bedrooms. So it's a 4-bedroom house, very spacious rooms. I've been there at the property. It's got an open plan lounge and an open plan dining room, so to speak. It's got 2 bathing rooms and like a separate toilet that it's got, if I remember very well. And then over and above that, the seller is also selling with the backup of electricity. So they've got some inverters on the property and some batteries, and that's cool because you do need that, especially for us who are going to be doing student accommodation. This deal, my friends, you can do student accommodation on this property here. Actually, that is the strategy. It's a new deal. It's a good deal for a newbie. I think anyone can be able to do this. I really think so. So this deal here for 950,000, my friends, if you were to buy it and then turn it around into student rates, this deal is going to be worth 2 million rand. It's available to you. You can buy it for yourself, in your company, in your personal name. And what are the other costs? So on this junction here, Jenna, I'm going to send you this screenshot and then you can plug it in. So on this deal here, basically for 900,000, let me tell you, it's the other amount of monies that you're going to need. If you are buying it with a bond, right, you are going to need an additional 65,000, and that 65,000 will go towards your bond at 10 years. So your transfer fees and things like that. You're going to need an additional, depending on how you're going to convert the property, round about just below 150,000. How you're going to convert the places. If you're going to take our direction and how I do things, very close to the 150. Over and above that, you need furniture for just below 100,000. I hope you're calculating all of this right. And over and above that, you're going to need accreditation fees that you're going to need much later at the end of the year. And you're also going to need fire equipment. So you've got multiple students that are going to be staying on your property. So the law dictates that you have an exit strategy of if there's a fire, what's going to happen to this place. How many students can you house on this property? A whopping 12 students. 1-2 students, and you are going to be getting paid with the university 4,100 rand per student, which basically means that you are going to be collecting 49,200. But remember, my good friends, in student accommodation, your contract, or should I say your lease with the university, is for 10 months. So we need to annualize that amount. What do we mean by annualize? Basically meaning that we're taking that 49,000 and we are going to spread it through to make it 12 months income, right? Because some rates and taxes, it's going to be on 12 months. Your Wi-Fi is going to be on 12 months. Your bond is going to be on 12 months. That's why we annualize this. We make it for a period of 12 months. So if we annualize this, my good friends, we are going to be having an income of just below 40,000 rand. Okay, on your 40,000 rand, your expenses, if you've got a bond, so remember your property is 950, you've got a bond, so that's around about 10 grand. There's other expenses that we can go through on here for 500, which is rates and taxes, 2,500 for cleaning, Wi-Fi for 1,200. Someone said to me the other day, but TJ, why is your Wi-Fi at 1,200? There's so many Wi-Fi service providers that are now offering as low as 600. Go try them out, my good friends, and see whether your students will be happy. You got a customer here. You need to make your customer happy, and what they need is what you give them. All right, awesome stuff. Let's move along. So with all these expenses, my friend, from your 39,000, you are going to be hitting a 20% return on investment, and that basically means that round about just below 10,000 rand is going to be hitting in your bank account. Right now, let's see. I want to speak to what is applicable on this deal, right? So a lot of people, they are always scared. They don't come through to me and say, TJ, I qualify for this. When do we need the money? Whenever we are talking about a deal, I want to give you a timeline, right? A timeline just basically means this is a general timeline, right? If you're to work with me on student accommodation this time of the year or any time of the year, this is my timelines that I say I want to work with you. So you gotta have your purchase price. Your purchase price, whether you're going to bond it or whether you're going to have the property cash. So by this time of the year, you need your money. So once you put in your offer to purchase, in the next 7 days, the transfer attorney together with the bond originator, they will reach out to you. So which means that within that period, plus minus 7 days, sometimes depending on the offer to purchase, it might be up to 30 days. Then only after that 30 days, 7 days will apply after those 30 days. So we're giving you kind of like 30 days to go and look for money. Then thereafter, another 7 days, the bond attorney and the transfer attorney starts calling you to say, hey, we need that money. Where's the guarantees? So bingo, we got that. So you got 37 days, right? Now, from the time that you're going to make this offer. Then thereafter, you're going to need transfer fees. So transfer fees, the moment that your transfer attorney or the bond attorney calls you, they generally or email you, they normally email you. At that point, they will then send you an email together with their invoice. And in this case here, I did say that you will need around about 65,000. Out of that 65,000, there's two. If you are going to be working with a bank, and there's a bank involved, there's basically going to be two bond attorneys that are going to, not bond attorneys, a transfer attorney and a bond attorney who are going to reach out to you. So that's 65,000. You need to split it into two, and basically the one who will call in for their other. And then thereafter, the property needs to register. From registering, it will take maybe around about a month to 2 months, or sometimes even 3 months. It just depends, right, with how the bond attorney together with everyone else who is involved it actually plays on your part. If you're providing everything else that is needed, it can go faster. But it's not about you alone, it's also about the seller. The seller also needs to provide their stuff, needs to be available to go and sign and things like that. So that time frame is never really there's no like a set time for it, because I've seen other transactions going longer in that period because people are not available for one reason or the other. Then soon after that, I'm just talking about the timeline of when you're going to need what money, right? So we spoke about the purchase price, we spoke about the transfer fees, and now we need to speak about the conversion fees, which is you doing your renovations. When do you need that money? I'm going to say to you, basically you'll probably need it round about in October, November being latest. And then the furniture money, when are you going to need it? Round about in November. So you may buy your property at the beginning of the year, but all of these things, all of these monies or the cost, you are only going to need it towards the end of the year. Because remember, for student res, if you're converting from a normal property into a student res, you're not really, if you miss the first intake, which happens at the beginning of the year, you then obviously need to have this, everything that you're doing, you're prepping for the next intake, right? So intake is generally in January and February, as soon as the university is open. So for that reason, we are all chasing for that. So some universities dictate that you do accreditation the year before. It might be sometime in October, in November. You just need to check out which university, right? So with this particular universities, if you're good for the deal, reach out to us. We'll start working closely with you. We know the timelines. I've got quite a number of students, just above 100 beds that we've got in this area that my family and I manage and for then, for other people, that's a bigger number and a bigger number as well. So you can come in and we can plug into the system. It's already working. It's working for many other people. So why are you not coming in? So what do you need to do, right? What do you need to do? This is a great deal for your 1 million rand, 950. That's what you need. And you do need an additional plus or minus, let's just call it 500,000 but you don't need that 500,000 all at once. You did see that I did give you a timeline in terms of you can be able to send in your monies into different times. So my friends, as I land the plane, I hope this has been of great value to you today. If it is, send it to someone else. Say, hey, there's this kid here called TJ. He's like a different sales agent. He has properties that are always giving profit from day number one, and check him out, and send them this link, send them this video, and you might be able to change someone's life who already has some money. Somebody came to me the other day and they said, I gave my aunt one of your videos, and my aunt is a widow, and she just got paid X amount of money, millions, from the estate, and she doesn't know what to do with this money. And I'm like, wow, look, we've just changed someone's life here, and they've now gone to buy 2 properties, cash, with that money. So I met them around about last year, and I just helped them through the process. And out of this money that they had in the estate, bingo, they went in, bought their own 2 properties. They are managing those 2 properties. They stay close to the area. And she's got 2 kids. The one child is 18. The other one is around about 13. And the husband is gone. And now she has a business, actually, where these students are coming in and paying. She still has an additional million that she still has. Why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you because real people are already doing these things. So by us sharing, I would have never met this woman. I would have never been able to change her life. I would have been able never to know her. I'm just sharing with you the power of sharing. By you sharing this with somebody else, we are helping someone else that we might not even know, that I might not be able to know myself. And with that, with their just below 3 million, let's just call it 3 million, she's able to create a legacy for these 2 boys. But over and above that, they've got an income at the moment today that is making their business grow. So that's amazing. If we can touch, share, we never know whom we can impact. But before I go, I also just want to stress out the fact that if you are wanting to start off your property game and you are saying to yourself, how do I do it? We've got a school. At the school, you can come in and then you can learn. It's basically, we teach you how to do this. We got classes that we do. Basically over the year, we have classes that we attend over the weekends. And over and above that, it's basically a coaching program. So you can sign up for one of these coaching programs. If you're wanting to start off, you're like, how do I do this? How do I buy this? Where do I start? We can help you to start off your game. That's why we are here. That's why we exist as the TJ Tribe. But over and above that, we're just a great community where people come in, share their stories, learn from each other. There's great deals that are on the table. And I go and find people that can also give us value in terms of the education. And we've been learning. We've been doing this for a long time, my friends. But yeah, this is I. So my friends, until we see each other again, I am out and about. I intend to be back home to my beautiful wife no later than the weekend. So who's Friday, my darling? Who's Friday? I'm going back home. Yo! Yeah, but it is Wednesday. Wednesday deal day it is. It's Wednesday deal day. We have this deal here. If there is anything else that you'd like to catch up on in the comments, my good friends, let me know. By the way, did you vote? Yeah? Did you vote? It's going to be interesting for the year, and not for the year, for the next 5 years. It's going to be interesting because we don't have an outright winner at the national level. So is EFF going to be the vice president? I don't know. Is DA going to be the president? I don't know. But anyway, some of these coalitions are already working together, so I do think that it might be an easier conversations. But let's do our part whilst those that are in politics are doing their part. And what do I mean by doing that? start your business. Let's scale your business. That's what the TJ Tribe is all about. And let's put food on the table, and over and above that, let's employ people. I've got a couple of people that are already employed, so I know that I'm helping other people to put food on the table. I want you to do the same, my friends. And let's hang out some more here, learn from each other. Do not sit on the side table for too long. Come, raise your hand, say, TJ, I need your help. How can you get a hold of us? As you can see, here we are. That's the number that you can reach out to us. 078-422-66 for our friends who are based in South Africa. If you are overseas, obviously you need to prefix that number with an international +27 78-422-6647. That's our WhatsApp line, and you can get a hold of us, or you can reach out to us on our email address, hello@thetjtribe.com, and we'll be able to come back to you. Our goal is to help you so that you can be able to get to your next big thing in real estate or using real estate. So until we meet again, my friends, on the next video, it is I, your boy, TJ. Boom, boom.